It was the other game in Group H. It finished 2-0 to Maccabi. Absolutely stunning Juve. This was a must-win game for Max Allegri. It was a brace from Omar Adsili. Didn't go well at all. Juve have now lost 3 of their first 4 Champions League group games for the first time ever. Let's now welcome in Ale Moreno, who was watching this game. Jules still with us. Ale, I mean, Juve have not been impressing at all this season, and they didn't do so again tonight.
Yeah, so Juventus is hearing all the conversation about Kylian Mbappe and PSG having issues, and they said, hold my beer. Let me tell you something. We're struggling. We have issues. And you look at Juventus play today, and the stunning thing about the result is that it's not stunning at all. It's not shocking at all. It's not surprising. And certainly the performance didn't warrant anything better. The second goal by Maccabi Haifa tells you everything you need to know about Juventus. Juan Cuadrado loses the ball as he's trying to dribble out of the back. They're somewhere around the midfield area. Leandro Paredes, who is a holding midfielder for Juventus, is now in a position in which he has to track back. The lack of effort, the lack of personality, the lack of just running. Hey, let me track back a runner. The lack of personality from the player in actually running, covering the space, and trying to get back in a defensive position is exactly what Juventus is all about. Lifeless. There is nothing that you can highlight from this team. This team is dead. This situation has become untenable, and I don't, other than the financial situation of Juventus, I don't see any other explanation as to why Max Allegri continues to hold on to this job. Juventus has nothing, they have offered nothing, and they will offer nothing. Just as soon as you think they've hit rock bottom, they say, no, we can go further, don't you worry, we can be even worse. And they stunk today. They were terrible.
Well, that's been the surprise for many, Jules, that after the game, Juve president Andrea Agnelli has said Allegri is our guy and we're sticking with him. Nobody would have expected him to survive this. This is a new low.
Yeah, I thought it was embarrassing tonight. Like Ali described it really well. It was a disgraceful performance, one of the worst humiliations in their history for sure. And to hear Agnelli after the game coming out and defending Allegri and saying, well, it's not him not winning those tackles on the pitch. Wow, okay, I know they've lost €500 million in the last 2 years in terms of losses, of revenues and everything. I know it will cost a lot of money to sack him and his staff, around the €35 million mark, which is a lot when you've just lost €500 million, but it's going to get even worse. There's no way you can look at this team and Allegri as a manager and the work that he does and say, okay, they will improve, don't worry, things are going to get better. No, because they keep getting worse. So tonight, watching that game, I thought they're giving up now, the players. They don't want him there. There's something wrong. The message is not going through. They're not playing for him. They're clearly not listening to what he says. And I think if he stays in charge, which he will, and there's the Torino derby at the weekend, it will get from bad to worse for them.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.